Hi, everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So, today I'm going to be sharing a couple of stories of some men who found out that the grass was not greener on the other side. And also, not all that glitters is gold because they thought they could replace their girlfriends and wives with the side chicks. But the side chicks didn't come to play. They put them in their place. All right. So, without wasting your time, let's get into the first story. And if you've not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 50K. Thank you.
What is the biggest mistake you have ever made in life?
Leaving my wife. Her name was Sue, and we met from a friend. She was going out with a friend of mine at the time. Well, we got together. She broke up with him, and we got together. Sorry I left her. I'm really sorry I left her. I'm 70 years old. It's too late. She's married. She's in Georgia, and it's too late. She's got a life of her own now, so that's it.
Before I say this story, I would like you to know that your side chick is not better than your wife. She is simply portraying that to you because you have already told her about your wife insecurities and your wife weaknesses. So she is using that to equip herself, then portray herself to you as a good person. Women can pretend for a very long time. That your side chick is looking as if she's the best because she's not living with you in the house and because you're not living with her. So let's get right into this man's story. He said that he rented an apartment for his girlfriend in the best estate, 5 million naira, 2-bedroom flat for 2 years. All right. So he has been having issues with his wife. And one of those days they had issues. He now said he wants to go and stay with the girlfriend in the house that he paid for. He stayed there the first week. The first week, the girl was very welcoming, and all. The second week, he noticed that the girl has dropped. So one of those days, he started sending the girl, what's up now? I want to eat this, I want to eat this. And the girl said, we can order it. And he said, okay, no problem. So one day he now called again and said, I think we are eating out too much. Since I'm going to be here for some time and give my wife time, I think you should go and buy things so that you can cook it and put it in the deep freezer. And the girl said, okay. She took the money, she bought things, she could put in the deep freezer. The next time, he now told the girl, please, I think we should just do something very spicy and just eat, not the things that is in the deep freezer. And the girl did not answer him. And as I was talking to you, the next thing the girl said was, when are you going back to your wife? And I said, is it that deep? She now pretended and laughed, but she was serious. After a while, still in the second week, going to third week, the girl started changing automatically. And then he called the girl and said, what's the problem? You're making me uncomfortable in this house. You don't talk to me. You're frowning face. And I don't know anything I'm doing. Is there anything I'm doing wrong? And the girl now told him, it is time for you to go back to your wife. I'm not your wife. I cannot tolerate you anymore. I don't like the way you behave. I think our friendship is just good when we travel for vacations and maybe you visit for a day or two. Coming to stay with me, I'm already feeling irritated. I can't take this anymore. Just go back to your wife. In fact, we can end the relationship if you want. I cannot condole you anymore. The things you do in this house, the things you say, how you behave, the way you throw things around in the house, the way you demand for food, I cannot stand it. He said the girl went on and ranted and started insulting him. He said, Coco, I missed my wife that night. I was like, what is this? So he was like, so all this while you were pretending. So the girl was like, whatever, I'm not your wife, please. Pretending or not, me, I don't want the relationship again. He said, my wife has never called me names. This girl was calling me names and all. He said he called the wife the next morning, apologized for the wife. And he asked the wife, where would you like us to go and make up our differences? And the wife mentioned he booked a hotel in that place, took the wife there, spent 3 days with the wife, and now he's back home. He said, Coco, nothing can make me ever cheat on my wife again. Women are evil. Me, I'm not saying don't or do. You are an adult, but I want you to know that there is no girl that is better than your wife. They are only pretending because they are outside. Quarter of what your wife is taking at home, that your girlfriend cannot take it.
To be honest, I get it. She's a side chick. She's not a wife. He was being too demanding. And the side chick is like, I'm just a side chick. Oh, this doesn't come with the wifey duties. Oh, if you want wife duties, please go back home. Now, is she wrong? Now, my only issue with this story is that I don't think the wife knew about the affair. But then sometimes in Africa, because of the culture, because of patriarchy, because of pick-me-ness in us, because of conditioning, most of the women, they know, but they don't do anything about it, especially if the guy has a bit of money. All right. So yeah, it could be that she knew about it, or it could be that she didn't know about it. Either way, they showed him pepper. As for the women, until he finds the next side chick, he's going to be at home, right? But when he finds the next one, he's going to go back to his bad ways.
I'm in this relationship, we've been with her for years now, and then like I was on this stage where I just felt like the grass was greener, man. I just felt the grass was green. I didn't go chop nothing, but I was like, I felt like I was falling out of love. I was taking this whole thing for granted, yeah. I had a conversation with her and I was like, yeah, nah, I just don't know if I could do this, whatever. And then I'm like, oh my God, if you saw how upset she was, yeah. So then anyway, now we're going through that. I'm handling her emotions and whatever. And then like, I stopped hearing from her for a little bit. Then all of a sudden I started thinking, nah, do you know what? Nah. I love her, you know. I need her back. She's gone on holiday. So anyway, when she's come back now, like I've sat down with her and I just told her, nah, I feel like I made a mistake. Boom. So we've got back together now. But now, like I've kicked into a different gear into this relationship now. Because I'm like, I'm really in and I'm really invested. I thought that I didn't want to be with her, but now I really do.
Yeah.
That little time apart made me really, really want to be around her. So, you know, we were like, everything was fine. And I thought everything was just sick. And then literally, she rings me and we're talking on the phone and she's like, you know what? I don't even think I want to be in this anymore. And I was like, why? And her thing was like, when we were together, I felt like I couldn't live without you. But when you broke up with me, you made me realize I could live without you. And I just don't think that this is the right thing for me. I left the office, yeah, and I'm like trying to reason with her, innit? Because you get what I'm saying?
Man, go to the car. Man was walking up and down.
I knew
it was one or the other. You know, you have to picture it. I have to picture the scene.
Obviously, I'm thinking that I can get this back, but you know, like I knew she was serious from the fact that she just didn't cry.
Yeah.
She wasn't she weren't showing. This was a different side.
When they get cold on you.
Yeah. Yes. I don't mean to quote my man, because obviously it's a bit mad, but when R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, there is nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
There was nothing I could have said or done that was going to change the dynamic of that.
Yeah.
And so now it was getting used to like, this girl, I speak to her every day, bare times, all the time, whatever. And now I had to get used to like, we're talking all the time, but it was just getting it just wasn't.
Right.
And then I remember one time I hadn't seen her for like, 6 months or whatever. Then when I've seen her, she had a love bite on her neck.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but do you see how conveniently he left out the part about why he came back to her? Because if things were to have worked out the way he thought things were going to work out, he wouldn't have come back. So I'm so proud of her for leaving him, right? For standing on business, for advocating for herself and being like, hey, no, I'm not going to be that girl that you continue to do this to. I don't want this cycle to continue in my life, okay? And I deserve better, so I choose me.
My side chick cheated on me, and I don't know how I felt about that. How you gonna cheat on me and I'm side chick like, Mark, she don't gotta know. We don't keep this between us. I enjoy what we got going on. My trifling ass like, yeah, girl, I enjoy it too. You know what I'm saying? She's over here secretly ruining my relationship and shit. But then she get a boyfriend out of nowhere. I'm over here trying to hit her up and shit. I'm like, hey, what you trying to do tonight? I got a man. I don't do nothing like that. But what you mean you got a man? You didn't care about my woman when you were trying to my relationship. How you gonna try to be faithful to your man when I was the one cheating? Now I'm out here looking stupid as hell. You better come cheat on him. I'm gonna flatten all your ties.
You'll walk away from a good woman just because you know you. You'll stay with a whore because she'll never know who you are. It's more comfortable for men for us not to be known. That's why it's hard for us to stay down with good women, because good women will look straight through you and say, you sad, ain't you? Nah, baby, what you talking about? I'm good. A whore ain't never going to ask you how you feel because she don't care. And many of us like that because we don't care about ourselves, and it feels good to be around people who don't care either. Because when people care about you, it challenges you to get better. When they don't, you can be whoever the hell you want to be. We are in trouble in this world.
True, but unfortunately, these realizations only comes to men when they've lost everything, or when they are very old and can't do much for themselves and nobody's coming to see them in the nursing home, and they have nobody to call on. All their friends have disappeared, all the side chicks have left, and they have nowhere to call home. When they had the chance to build with a good woman, they don't take it. They'll rather play in those women's faces, use them, abuse them, mistreat them, not be in the lives of their children and so on and so forth. And after they've lost everything, after they don't have anyone around them, that's when they realize that what they had was great. But unfortunately, these realizations comes often when it's too late. But as for the side chicks, yes, keep showing them pepper. I mean, until they promote you to the role of the main chick. But also be aware that there's something called karma. And it will come and bite you in the ass until he starts cheating on you, because he's going to do that. There was another story of this lady talking about how she thought she was going to be that girl, but he treated her worse than he treated his wife, because she went through the whole situation with him when he was trying to divorce his first wife. So beware. All right? These type of men, they are not loyal to anybody but themselves. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in another video. Bye.